You're listening to Acoustic Songs live at WNJR Studios here at 91.7 FM in Washington, Pennsylvania, and streaming live at WNJR.org on the internet. We're also instant message us at WNJR Radio. We have here in the studio today Red Letter Life, all the way from Philadelphia, members of the band. Thank you very much, guys, for coming and out here to Pittsburgh.
It's great to be here.
Well, no football jokes or anything like that. Not like Steelers, Eagles.
I thought about wearing my Phillies shirt, but I thought better of it.
Yeah, the Phillies. Well, oh man. We could go on about the Pirates for a long time. Anyway, why don't you guys just dig into something for us? What are you going to play for us?
We play a song called Cannibal.
All right. This is Red Letter Life here on Acoustic Songs Live. Songs live. We have Red Letter Life in the studio from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I was looking over your guys' bio. First of all, Bruce, you're the lead vocalist in the band. I'm going to be talking to you primarily, I guess, you're the spokesperson. Can you go and introduce everybody around the room?
On lead guitar and guitars in general is and backup vocals, Gabriel Staridi.
Hello.
From Philadelphia. I actually lives in Jersey. Was it really Deptford?
Sure. That nobody's going to recognize where I live anyway. So.
On the drums, with Dave and
I'm from Philadelphia.
Dave Goodman, Dr. Goodman.
From Philly.
From Philly.
Playing the slappy sticks.
And
a makeshift drum set.
And Marshall Feaster on bass. He's a new addition actually. This is like his third gig with us, third or fourth gig.
That's right.
Yeah. Sweet.
Doing an awesome job.
Terrific job.
So far.
So we haven't actually added Marshall to the bio yet, so we have to get around to getting Marshall on there.
Okay. And you also play piano, right?
Yes, I do. Usually in our electric lineup, I would be playing keys and singing, depending on the song. This particular song, we wouldn't. There's no keys in it.
So I hear a big not to compare you guys to anybody, have your own unique sound, but it goes back into like I hear Beatles, I hear actually the Knack. I kind of like that like I don't know what.
Like
Get the Knack?
Huh?
I like that.
I mean, it's kind of this blend of punk too, because that definitely was like a very punk rock type of sound, and Elvis Costello too. I'm definitely picking up that.
I'll take it.
Take it all. It's all good.
You know, yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very cool stuff, man. So tell me about Red Letter Life and how you guys came to be and how that all came about.
Well, Gabe and I were in a band together called the Walden Lane Social Club, which was, yeah, the name's...
It's an unfortunate name.
But we had another guitarist, and three of us wrote songs together, and the other guitarist had a lot of personal issues, as a lot of musicians tend to have.
Really?
Yeah, it's strange, I know.
I wouldn't know. I never knew.
You've never guessed.
Never.
Never.
So he ended up leaving the band, and we actually had a full-on band for a very short time. We had a drummer and a bassist, but the chemistry, we were actually talking about it on the way out here. The chemistry just didn't work. Like, there was a lot of talent in the room, a lot of very talented people, but it just, the vibe was not there.
It never worked.
And
Yeah.
Myself and Gabe, we had a vision of what we wanted to do, and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So we ended up, I actually was going to completely start over again myself. I was just like, I'm done with the whole thing. I'll
Right.
start over. Gabe called me up and he's like, dude, you can't do that. He's like, we have some great material. Let's try another direction. So he came over, and the two of us with this little multi-track recorder
Yeah.
sat down and like recorded a demo like in my basement
Where
of
it
what
should
we
be.
thought we should sound like. Like him and I worked together and basically said, yeah, all right, this is what we think we should sound like. And then we put that demo out, auditioning drummers, and Dave came
Craigslist.
on Craigslist. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, these guys.
They don't have
Awesome. I love the two
Was
tunes
it
that
under
were on
the
there.
musicians wanted part, or you know?
Say that again.
Never mind.
It
I was just
It's a
yeah.
big part.
All right,
It makes
I,
sense,
you
yeah.
know,
It
I
was
thought
not in the
maybe-
adult section.
No, well, I was going to say maybe
We're
it's-
looking for a nudist drummer.
They kept flagging us, so we had to
I
put it
thought
on
maybe
the
you-
part.
Musician seeking musician.
I just thought maybe you were selling your truck. And, hey, by the way, you know, no, I've looked on there a few times, and that's
It's
pretty
a minefield.
hard to find somebody on
Well, the
Craigslist.
auditions were a lot of fun.
I
The
bet.
people that came through the door, you can't even
It
imagine.
was a minefield, like I said.
Yeah.
We had this one guy. He smelled of manure,
No.
and
He owned a landscaping company.
Right.
It made sense.
but he was
So-
dirty,
Was he
like
building?
he came
Yeah,
like
he
right
came
right
right
from
from
work,
work.
like so he reeks of manure. He didn't really know what he was doing, but he did tell us about a really great rehearsal studio, which is now where we rehearse. So we got some good info
So
out
we
of it.
could get that out of it.
So you know, you
I was
always got
very-
to keep your ears open for every opportunity.
That's a great story.
But then Dave came, and it was like we knew right away.
Yeah, he only needed to come out the one time for us to know.
And then Marshall, you just
Well, he's our third bass player because they seem to be schizophrenic.
really they don't explode like on Spinal Tap, or
Oh my goodness.
But he's another Craigslist find.
no?
I
Okay,
am, yes. I am.
Yeah.
and another Craigslist.
Another Craigslist.
Yeah, Dave wrote the article because
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
you wrote the article last time
Every
for the bass
time I
player.
do it,
Yeah,
something bad
it
happens.
went wrong with every bass player we had, so they had a lot of personal issues, and yeah, as they seem to have. And
But they were, they were
great guys, great
They were
musicians.
great musicians. They fit well, but the personal stuff just
Got in the way.
screwed it all up.
Yeah, that's the
So,
unfortunate.
so we let
part.
Dave. We figured you're the drummer. You're like the root of the rhythm section. So you write the
Find
ad.
the battery mate.
And he wrote this crazy ad that was like the longest thing I've ever read. I was like, you think it's a little wordy? He's like, no, but it says what I mean and what I'm looking for. And Marshall responded, and so far it's been absolutely terrific. He's a perfect fit.
Cool.
Thank
So
you.
Bruce,
He's got a
thank
cool
you.
name. So
yeah. So you went to Shenandoah University.
Yeah, that's not too far away from here.
Where is that?
It's in Virginia,
Yeah.
just over the West Virginia line. Like it's Winchester, Virginia.
I was thinking that. I used to live down in Northern Virginia, so I was trying to place where that was.
It's about an hour west of D.C.
Yeah, I lived in Round Hill, which is like kind of on the way near Leesburg, out that way. So I
You
thought.
know Harper's Ferry?
Yeah.
It's right by there.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah. So studied voice, music theory, piano, and how did you get your start playing music? I guess what.
Well, I'd always like sang ever since I was like a little kid. I always like enjoyed it, and I was always a ham. My mom would say, she's like, "You're a character." I'm like, "Yes."
no.
So I started singing like in church productions and things like that,
Mhm.
and then that led to doing music theater in school, and eventually that musical theater in school led me to Shenandoah University, where I went on a scholarship to their conservatory. And while I was there, I met the guy that was actually in the other group with us, Chris Leopold. We went to the same university,
Mhm.
and we hit it off, and we started a rock band back in the '90s,
Mhm.
and took that around for a while.